Good morning, everyone. It's Jamie here for a half an hour Hatha yoga practice. Today we'll be working on our balance and a little bit on the lower body too. So without further ado, let's find our comfortable seated position. And that means you can arrange your legs any way you want. Just keep the spine uplifted, relax the shoulders, gently close your eyes, and watch your breath as it flows. Don't try to change your breath in any way, just be the observer. Now let's extend the breath, so we're breathing longer, slower and deeper, allowing the abdomen to expand fully as we inhale. And at the end of the exhale, just draw the belly in. And let's continue with this new way of breathing, longer, slower and deeper. As we sit in stillness with the slow breath, then the mind slows down too. And let's try to hold on to this quality of breathing throughout our entire practice today. But for now, place your palms together at heart center, and we'll say one long Om together to start the class. So inhale deeply. Release your hands, put them behind your back. And then as you exhale, bend forward from the waist and surrender to Mother Earth. Inhaling, coming back up. Release your hands again. And with a few gentle blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Okay, guys, let's just find our cat-cow position with the hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips. We're going to start to move the spine with some long, slow breaths, the movement in time. So as we inhale, we're going to do that now. Long and slow, chin and chest goes up, tailbone goes up too. And exhaling, pushing away, rounding the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And you can close your eyes here if it helps you to go deeper and connect with your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling for the last time. And exhaling. Release to a neutral tabletop position. And we're going to bring our knees and our hands a little bit closer together. Still keeping the hands under the shoulders. And this is where we start to balance. We're using the core strength, and also we're bringing in the work with the legs and the glutes. I'm going to get you to extend your right arm and your left leg at the same time as flexing the spine and inhaling. So let's do that now. Right arm and left leg, stretching out and lifting up slightly as we look up. And then exhaling, slowly bringing the hand back and bringing the knee to the chin. Same arm and same leg, inhale. Exhaling, knee to the chin once more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing that left knee. Now we're going to change arms and change legs. Left arm, right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. Come back to that tabletop position. Widen the hands a little bit more and just sway the hips from one side to the other. So the knees stay where they are, and we're just pushing the hips out to the left and then to the right. Allowing the breath to settle. And now let's widen the knees, sink the hips, the buttocks back onto the heels and find our resting warrior. So we're stretching the arms out, lengthening the spine, head goes down towards the mat, and we're just releasing breath by breath. Allowing the breath to go as long and deep as we can. And just allowing ourselves to sink deep in. Let's lift ourselves up and then lay forward and find an up dog today, the first back bend of the day. So let's overdo it, working within the comfortable limit. Legs active, toes pointed, shoulders rolled away from the ears and elbows in. And then you can just push up, look ahead, or if there's any restriction in the neck, then you can look down, no problem there. And just hold it here while we have our long, slow breath. Just one more long breath here. Then on the next exhale, we're going to tuck our toes and push back into down dog. I always like to start on tiptoes with bent knees and really find that nice long straight back first. And as I continue to breathe, then I straighten the legs and try to ease the heels down towards the mat. If you want to do some pedaling, straightening one leg and then the other, then you can do that. It's your practice, so do whatever you need to do to kind of feel this. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. With the head lower than the heart, just one more long breath here. Then I'm going to slowly walk my feet towards the hands, trying to keep my legs as straight as I can, but if you need to bend them, then that's fine. We're just gradually walking towards the front of the mat. And when we arrive, then we're going to soften the knees considerably. And before we come up, throw the arms forward. Let's find our nice long straight back once more, and then inhale and come up. And release the arms. Just inhale coming up and then release the arms. Well done. So now we're standing. Just roll the shoulders backwards. Help to release any tension we may have there. And then we're going to roll them forward. Good. So now we're going to start our balancing part of the program. So what I would like you to do is to bring the feet quite close together and just spend a couple of breaths really grounding down into the soles of the feet. Spread the toes widely and focus your attention on the weight distribution. So between the right and the left foot, between the front of the foot and the back of the foot. Just make sure that you're in that space of stillness. And with all balancing asanas, it will help you if you're looking at an unmoving point, perhaps a couple of meters ahead of you, if that's possible, somewhere on the floor, or something that's not going to move. So we'll start with the tree pose. What I'd like you to do is to transfer the weight now very slowly onto the right foot. And as the right foot now takes the weight, just peel that left foot off the mat. And you can either place it on the mat or on the calf or on the thigh, but not on the knee. When it's placed on the knee, then you could bring a little bit of extra kind of tension to that knee joint. And once you've found your perfect space, then place the hands at heart center. We're really looking to turn that left knee out as much as we can so that we can feel the work on the hips. Keep looking at your unmoving point. Keep focusing on the breath. And if you do drop out of the pose, then release the hands and start over again. If that's good for you, let's raise the arms up now. And just keep with those long, slow breaths. Last long breath here now. And then slowly release the arms and release the left leg. Well done. So you just flick the ankles out, make sure there's no tension there. And then we're going to start on repeat on the other side. So grounding down evenly once more, then transferring the weight to the left foot this time. Looking at your unmoving point and then finding a place for that right foot, perhaps on the calf or on the thigh. Making sure the right knee is turned out as much as you can. And then the hands at heart center. Let's find our equilibrium and our balance before we try to extend the arms. And then when you're ready, let's extend the arms. And then slowly releasing the arms and releasing that right leg. Well done, everyone. Another little flick out with the feet. And then we can perhaps put our hands on the hips and just gently rotate the whole of the waist, first one way and then the other. Okay, coming back to our stillness, I'm going to do another balance now, and this is called Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, outstretched hand and big toe. But we're going to prepare that first by just once more finding that equilibrium, grounding down into the feet, transferring the weight onto the right foot, and then trying to raise that left knee as high as you can. Grab hold of it with the hands and make sure the spine is nice and tall. So we're lifting up the spine, and then we're going to raise that right knee as high as we can, holding it into the chest. Just keep breathing. Try to keep the spine uplifted. Stretching the head towards the ceiling, focusing on the breath and your unmoving point. In a moment, I'm going to get you to release the hands, but we're going to try to keep the knee as high as we can. So we're preparing the body for what's to come. So now let's try to release the hands and keep the knee there. Arms can just come down beside the body, just for a couple of breaths. Still keep the spine uplifted, nice and tall, nice and long. Last long breath, and then release the knee. Well done. Again, let's flick out both legs, come back to stillness, and then we're going to try again on the other side. Grounding down, transferring the weight onto the other foot, and then raising the other knee. And let's grab the knee and try and stand nice and tall once more. Lengthen that spine. Focus on the breath. And now mentally start preparing for keeping that knee there. Start activating those muscles as we slowly release the hands. Keeping the knee as high as we can. Just keep breathing, go with the breath. Well done indeed. And now slowly release. And again, just flicking out the feet. Well done, good work. We're now going to go that one stage further. So coming back to the left leg, we're going to raise that left leg up again, but this time we're going to slide the left hand down the thigh of the left leg and try to grab the big toe. So this is what it looks like, and you can join in whenever you can. I'm just hooking my first two fingers on my big toe, and I'm standing nice and tall with the spine uplifted, and I'm balancing here. And if that's enough for you today, then just stay here and breathe. That's really, really good work. If you'd like to try to extend that leg, then let's do so now. It's not important how far you extend it or whether you've got a straight leg. That doesn't matter at all. Just important that you try to keep the spine uplifted and you have a little go. And you can come out of this pose whenever you need to. You're just working within your limit. Just one more long breath here. And then slowly release. Well done. And once more, just flicking the feet. Well, I guess you know what's coming next. On to the other side. So let's transfer the weight again. Reaching down with the other hand, grabbing hold of that big toe and trying to stand nice and tall. Find your unmoving point, and if you want to stay here, then do so. That's absolutely fine. If we're going to try to extend the leg, let's do that now. Just keep breathing. Focusing on the long and slow breath. Last breath. And then slowly release. Well done. And let's just kick the feet out once more. Okay, let's just take a seat on the mat now, and I always suggest trying to do this without using the hands. So I'm sitting down on the mat and extending the legs away from me. This is Dandasana, the staff pose. So actually what I'm going to do is pick my legs up and just extend them, lifting the heels up and stretching them away from me. The spine nice and tall, nice and long. The head reaches towards the ceiling. And feel the legs stretch. Just a couple of breaths. And now let's raise the arms up to the side as we inhale. Hands stay parallel, stretching away from us, about hip width apart. Just keep lifting up and lengthening the spine. Last long breath. Now let's bend forward from the waist, trying to keep the back straight for as long as we can, reaching for the toes once more. And if you need to bend your knees while you do that, then do so. And I'm just slowly releasing down into a forward fold, Paschimottanasana, just working slowly and comfortably, not pushing my limits too much. And finally releasing the head towards the knees, just for a couple of breaths. Slowly coming back up as I inhale. Releasing the hands. And I'm going to place my hands beside my hips now. So just sort of slightly forward of the hips. The heels are a hip width apart, and I'm going to ground down into my heels, because in a moment we're going to come into reverse tabletop position. As we inhale, we're going to bend the knees and thrust them forward and lift the pelvis and hips up. Let's do that now. So inhale, feet go flat on the floor, raising the hips and the pelvis up. Just try that. Just try to lift up. Squeeze the buttocks together. The head can be neutral. You don't have to hang the head back. Just a couple of breaths here. This is a really good counter pose to our forward bends. Last long breath, and then we're going to slowly release the buttocks back between the hands. Well done. Let's come onto our backs now, just to roll the back, bring the knees into the chest, give them a little hug, and just rock from side to side. We're just preparing for our Savasana now. Starting to let go, starting to dissolve that tension. Feel the lower back pushing against the mat. We're massaging those muscles either side of the spine. Allowing the breath to soften. And then let's extend the legs away now. Finding your comfortable lying down position. Allow the ankles to flop open. Hands away from the body with the palms facing up. Lengthening the back of the neck, so that may mean just picking the head up off the mat, tucking the chin in slightly. And now let's be unmoving just for a couple of minutes. Allow the breath to settle. Don't try to change your breathing in any way. Allow the physical body to breathe. Bring your attention to the feet. And just relax the legs and the feet, the toes and the ankles. Let go. Relaxing the buttocks. The hips now feel heavy. And we can allow that relaxation to spread up the body into the back and all the way up into the shoulders. As the breath softens and the heart rate slows down, then the nervous system slows down too. Bring your attention to the hands and the fingers, the wrists, relaxing, letting go. The lower arms, upper arms, all the way into the shoulders, just relaxing, softening, and releasing. Now bring your attention to the head and specifically the jaw, where we store lots of tension. Just let that go now. Allow the tongue to feel heavy in the mouth. Relaxing all the small muscles around the cheeks and the jaw, the temples and the forehead, and particularly the third eye center between the eyebrows, just relaxing now. And if you'd like to stay in Savasana for a little bit longer, you can do. But for the rest of us, we're going to wake the physical body up now. Start to move the fingers and the toes again. Perhaps inhaling a little bit longer and deeper and letting that go. Stretching the right arm all the way behind me. Bending the left knee to place the left foot flat on the floor and rolling over onto my right side just for 1 or 2 breaths. Keeping my eyes closed, I'm going to slowly come back up to a seated position. Palms at heart center in Atmanjali Mudra. And we'll say one long Om together to finish the class. So inhale deeply. Release the hands again. And with a few gentle blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have a wonderful day, and we'll be back on Monday. Bye.